Hello and welcome to a third video about worm bins and feeding. These videos might get a little repetitive, a little boring because I feed the same thing to every worm bin each week because I just have an abundance of things to feed them right now. Banana peels, apples, things like that. I'm not feeding any strawberries to my worm bins because I'm trying to save the seeds from them to see if I can get them to grow next year. So here we go. Let's get into the third group of bins, which is the white bins, which I thought I was going to like better, but I don't, and I'll tell you why in this video. Here we are with bin number 1 of the third video. So I told you in the intro that I would tell you why I don't really like these bins, even though I thought I would. So because they're round, they don't really have like a side that you can stack material up on. Like they have a semicircle that you can stack material up on, and it makes it really hard to like look through the bin and see what's going on and how many worms we have and things like that. Whereas with my cat litter tubs, you can move everything to one side, look at that side of the material, move everything back, move everything to the other side, look through that side of the material, look through the middle of the material. Things like that just make things a whole lot easier. Let's see which bin this is. This is 250 count. Alright, so this is the one that has the most in it. So this will get the biggest piece of apple. It's assuming that it has eaten all of its previous food. It has not. But it's still getting the biggest piece of apple. Oh my. Worms and potatoes. Let's grab a handful and get a good look. They look healthy to you? They look healthy to me. Just a little cold. And then we're going to turn it this way. Pull the worms up this way, and there's an apple. It's really hard to see what food is left too in these. But I mean, they look like they're doing okay. They just look a little cold, which is to be expected. I mean, it's the middle of February, Since it's a little wet, I wanted to sink some of that bedding in there. Look at that one. That one's nice and big. There we go. That one's nice and big. Alright. So, starting March 1st, I will be selling worms by the dozen. $2.75 per dozen, or $25 for 10 dozen. Alright, and I sunk a bunch of that bedding, so this here. You might be blessed with a Cotinose. Anytime you see a Cotinose, comment Cotinose. Get out of those apples, Coda. They're not for you. They're not good no more. But I'll give you some apples later. Yes, I share my fresh fruits with my dog. I don't know a dog owner who doesn't. Alright, so that's bin number 1. Bin number 2 is 200 count. I'm gonna move these and move this. Somebody's got their radio playing outside. That's cool. Alright, so in we go. Look at that. Ew, 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 ew. I'm so glad you guys can't see that. We're gonna have to sink bedding in this one too, because it's also a little wet. It's weird. Always my thriving bins are wet. Look at here. It's hello, beautiful world. I know what's wrong. Now you can see me. Well, got a bunch of worms. But yeah, the reason why I'm not feeding them so much this week is because it's been 2 weeks since the last feeding, and they're still not eating very much. I'm assuming it's because it's the middle of February, so they are just not going to eat much. But at the point that it starts to get warm, I want there to be enough food to go around, you know? Because there's going to be a day that I go in there and all of the food's going to be gone. It's just going to be gone. Just, poof, gone. Goodbye. Alright. Last bin. This third bin of charm. Are we going to get some good worm viewage? Because we didn't in the last 2. Whoop. Off you go, onto a ride. Sorry if I made anybody sick with that. Yeah, all my bins just seem cold. Looky there. Say hello, world. Day says, hello, world. Please put me back. Okay, I'll put you back. Oop. There's a bundle of worms. And I only got one. Sounds about right. Oh man. Oh man, look at that. A whole bunch of worms in there. Alright, so in we go. And down we go. We're gonna get cardboard. And apparently tissues. And there's paper at the bottom of this bucket. Alright. Ta-da! Cover back on. And that's it for this one, guys. Comment things you think I can do better. Subscribe and like, man. Could use all the help I can get.